Hello, beautiful humans. As always, welcome back to my Instagram live minute training, or welcome back to Spiritual Selfish YouTube channel. So today we're talking all about shadow work. Are you ready to do the shadow work, and how simple actually shadow work can be? Because when I started, hey August, how are you? When I started doing the shadow work, I had no idea what the hell shadow work is, right? So with this video, I want you guys to really break down how simple it can be, because I've been receiving questions like, oh, how do you heal that? How do you do that? How do you heal different aspects of yourself, your relationship and business? And really it comes down to one specific thing, which I'm going to share with you today. And also gonna give you some prompts to understand. Hey Nick, hi, how are you? To understand if you are ready to do the shadow work. So before we do so, I want you guys to know that the free Your Shadow course is finally live. So today is the official launch day. Hey Martin, how are you? Today is the official launch day, and for those of you who haven't been following me on Instagram or on YouTube, what is Free Your Shadow course? It is basically a 4-module course to help you to release the old baggage from the past that is continuing to impact how you show up in today. So we're talking all about limiting beliefs, fears, trauma, childhood trauma, suppressed emotions. Because guys, eventually, think about it. How many people in our world feel unworthy or feel that they're not good enough to some sort of extent? Where does it come from? Usually it comes from our childhood, right? This is what we've been fed in our childhood. And when you look at this, most of the world is like this, give it a like, this video, if you can relate, if you have experienced, some sort of not enoughness or thinking that you should be different in some sort of way. All of this is stemming from our past, right? So, and this is what we're going to be looking at in the Free Your Shadow work course. How to release that old baggage, how to release all of those suppressed emotions and allow yourself to come back to your natural state, right? So the first module of the course is actually going to be understanding the unconscious aspects of yourself, your suppressed emotions, where you compare yourself with other people, and really become aware of it. Because most of us, including myself, when we are experiencing something and we are in it, we're not able to heal it or change it because we are in it. So that's the first module, really understanding and connecting with the unconscious side of you that is continuing to manifest your life today. The second module is ego death. And I know it's a little bit like, what the hell, death? But ego death is really understanding the identity that you made up in this life. Who do you think that you are? Who do you believe that you are? Your relationships with people. How do you communicate with the outer world? And what eventually is the mask that you are wearing in this life. So we're going to be all going through that to dismantle this persona that you have created, so that you can actually show up without the masks, purely as who you are. Okay. The third part is healing. So this is really deep dive, really the emotional part, and I'm so excited for this because there will be a bunch of meditations and like practices for you to go through. And we will be going through inner child healing. I will be teaching you guys how to release tension. Okay, tension without involving other people, and really a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, healing is gonna be really, really amazing. And also we will have the forgiveness. And I know many people are like, I don't want to forgive anyone, but when I will teach you how to forgive, and in such a way that it's easy and actually feels that you want to forgive, it's going to be so much more beneficial, right? And then the last the last modules, presence and acceptance, how to use the tools that we learned in the course, how to integrate all of this in our daily life. Because this is the ultimate goal of the course, to stop being affected constantly by your past in such a way that you are a slave to your past emotions, fears, everything that you've been told that you are, right? It is learning how to deal with that. It is not, completely becoming free from your shadow, but is this freeing your shadow, working with your shadow. Because guys, this is my ultimate goal. Like, I work with my shadow till this day. We all will be working and have this unconscious shadow aspect of us, but it is important that we do not allow them to dictate anymore how we create life, what we think, what we feel, and what we do. And all of us can do this, okay? So how, let me check what I lost in my notes. So it's basically that when the past creeps in, you are not anymore, as in the past, doing what it says for you to do, but you become aware, and then I'm gonna give you the process. But we're also gonna have some bonuses from the experts. We're gonna have quantum healing. We're gonna have EFT. So EFT is emotional freedom technique, where you release emotions by tapping on your meridian points across your body. So it's I have a video on that on my YouTube as well, but we'll have Sonia Sofia doing that for us. And then we'll also have a confidence masterclass from one of my friends who's an NLP master. Sorry. Oh my god. NLP master and a business coach, and she really focuses on confidence aspects. So guys, I'm so super excited for this course to go out in the world and help all of you to really change this relationship with yourself and dynamics that you're living in, and be more in the present, live more in that joy, and stop living in the past or the future. So the enrollment ends on 19th of March. 19th of March, and the program starts 22nd of March. So it's gonna be, guys, it's not just the course. We're gonna be doing it as a beta program all together, because before I make it a course, I really want to do it together as a group and really understand where can I give more support, where people need more attention or tools or meditations, all of those things. So I will be doing a beta round only once, and it starts on 22nd of March. So I'm super excited for everyone who jumped already, and I'm so excited for everyone who will jump in, because you'll have the community on top of the course. We'll have weekly coaching calls where you can ask, interact, and really be seen, heard, and understood. Like, most people don't have space like this where they can express themselves and where they can be supported. So I'm really excited and honored to create this space for all of you who choose to be part of it. But let's talk about the simplicity of the shadow work course. And I hope, guys, by taking you through the modules, it gives you a little bit of understanding of how the shadow work works, right? It is simple. I know it is. It might sound complicated, scary, unknown, right? But in a nutshell, it is a very simple process. And I'm gonna share with you, what it is for me. But most probably, you have been doing some shadow work to some extent already. For example, if you've ever tried to confront a fear or a limiting belief, it is part of working with your shadow. It is addressing and looking at those aspects where this limiting belief is coming from. How can I change it? Okay. But it is only on mental plane, right? Our thoughts. But what about our emotions? What about our physical actions that we continue to do on autopilot because of the past, what we experienced in the past, right? So we will be changing that through the Free Your Shadow course on all levels. So how do you change that? For me, it is 4 steps. Number 1 is awareness. Awareness is so important, guys. This is actually 90% of the work, because as I mentioned in the beginning of the course, if you're not aware that you are experiencing something and you think that this is the way the life is, this is the way I am, or I deserve this, or whatever, you are in it. You experience it as who you are. You identify with it, right? So first we have to become aware that, oh, this is a limiting belief. Oh, this is a suppressed emotion. Oh, this is a repeating pattern, right? The step number 2 is understanding and changing your perspective once you became aware, right? And I'm gonna give you an example. The step number 3, once you become aware, once you change your perspective, is forgiveness, right? And healing, really forgiveness, healing, and decreasing the emotional charge around the subject. And the step number 4 is letting go. Letting go all of this out of your system. So for example, you have a pattern, for example, I don't know, you feel abandoned or unworthy, and you're not sure where it's coming from, but it might be coming from, your parents didn't pay you attention or left you in the kindergarten, and you feel abandoned by your parents. So that's awareness, right? You are aware that this is because of, this incident in the childhood. But the step number 2 is changing perspective and zooming out. And, oh, maybe my parents did that because they wanted to protect me, because they needed to, me to stay longer in the kindergarten so they can make money and provide to me. You know what I mean? So it's changing that, and then we're forgiving. We're forgiving ourselves. We're forgiving our parents, or anyone who have done to us. And I know sometimes forgiveness might sound so hard, but again, in the course I will share with you how to do it, how to change your perspective so it doesn't feel like something. I know ego gets in the way. I'm not gonna forgive, but we're gonna address that as well. And the 4th, once you release that, once you become aware and decrease the emotional charge, release it out of your energetical field. This is all there is, and it's applicable to any situation, relationships, business, family, your health, and so on. All of this is happening from the past. Then we'll bring awareness, heal it, and let it go out of our system. And once we have letting it go, the new energy can flow in. Because now, guys, imagine there's an aura around me. It's basically emotional and mental bodies. And there's something stuck in it. So once we shift that and release that, new energy flows in. So it's as simple as that. And I hope this makes sense. Please give it a like if it does. And of course, for each what you call modality, for each part of our life, module will see and do a different practice. So basically, you are in transition right now, and how to know if you guys are ready to do the shadow work or not. And it is basically 2 options. You either can be in very good place and be like, you know what, I have everything and life is good, but I kind of feel I want to go to the next level, but there are some fears or insecurities or maybe disbelief that you can have what you want, that you can attract the partner of your dreams, that you can grow even more in your business. And it is by your choice and desire to expand that you choose to address that past that is still, holding you on certain level. And the second one is how I did the shadow work, is when you hit the rock bottom, when life is so hard that you feel paralyzed, and maybe you notice the recurring patterns over and over and over again. And it is then when you tell to yourself, I'm done with suffering. I'm done with putting myself down. I'm done with it, and I'm ready to release it. Right? So ask yourself where you are. because essentially all of us are ready to do the shadow work. Is the question how willing you are. Because if you're not committed, if you're not willing, you're not gonna last. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is not a work for everybody. It is requiring you deep commitment to yourself. It is requiring you strength to go there in those dark moments of your past and heal them in the now, so that you can live in the now. Okay? And everyone who already joined and those who will join, I really, really honor you and respect you for doing this work. So guys, this is basically it. We just need to learn how to go those places, learn how to release them, and come back to our natural state. Because the more we release what is not ours, the more we return to our high vibrational state, where all are coming from source. So we just need to release and learn how to release, not just, trying to do some inner work somewhere, but, really guided process. And this is why I created this course, because I did not had this guidance on my journey, and I spent a lot of time judging myself and not understanding what the hell is happening to me, right? So now I want to bring this to you and make your healing journey and coming back to your own divinity faster, right? You're not your past. You're not your parents' projections on you. You're not your wounds. Remember that. Just release what's not yours. Alright guys, I hope this video helps you. I hope you now feel more comfortable about shadow work. It's simply addressing your unconscious parts. And if you'd like and you feel that you would like to go deeper in this work, please join us as a beta tester. It's going to be so fun. And it's not always that I do like type of coaching because I really prefer training. But yeah, utilize this opportunity, join us as a beta program, and enrollment ends on 19th of March. If you have any questions, just let me know. I will find all the details down below or in my bio. Alright guys, I love you. Happy Wednesday, Thursday, any day you're watching this, and I'll talk with you very soon. Bye!